What's going on and welcome back. I feel kind of bad because I did a modification without you guys today. Well, not totally without you guys. We'll let you catch up on the back end here. I got started on it and got aggravated, and I just didn't really feel like filming it. It was really aggravated me. So, you know, I didn't pick up the camera, but I've got the camera up now because I do want to show you guys. As you can see behind me, Stepchild is up on stands. And you might be wondering why, so let's go check it out. So I don't know if the lighting is good enough, but I don't know if you notice anything different about the back of Stepchild. But if you look at the bottom corners there, she's a little bit different. Let's get a little closer. I've always had the quad tips, but these are just a little bit different. So we have upgraded to the Pypes X-Bomb catback. Now this is, I don't really like how they're sitting right now. They do need some adjustment, but like I said, it's kind of aggravating, especially when you're doing it on jack stands. And it's to a point where it's okay for now, I would say. So I may end up taking it to you know, like a muffler shop or something like that to you know, get them to tweak it for me and really get it to fit. This is the 18 and up, the 2018 and up Mustang GT X-Bomb catback. Mine is a 2016. So it's not really made for this car. Now the 18 and up come with quads. Mine had the Roush quads, which you can see. There's one of the mufflers there, the electric cutout. And I think this is not quite a bit, but a little bit wider from outside, you know, the tips there. So it looks a little bit wider. I think the tips are a little bit bigger. I think these are 3.5 inch tips, if I remember correctly. And I want to say these are 4 inch. I'd have to measure. Now, I do like those tips better because they kind of follow the line of the valence. I always liked how I did that. These don't really do that, but I mean, it doesn't look terrible. I don't really like how they sit like that. You know, maybe I can find some different tips that are more of a slash cut. I think because the slash cut is not at that severe of an angle. As you can see the angle of the cut there. And then we'll compare it to the Roush, which, yeah, definitely a lot more angle on the Roush tip. So I don't know, you know, maybe I can find a different tip and it'll fit better and look better. You know, for me, it doesn't look bad, but like I said, it still needs to be tweaked. It's not made for this. Now it is touching the valence, the outside tips, which I'm really not liking that at all. But until I can get it tweaked, that's just gonna have to work. Just hope it doesn't melt it. That would be my main concern, really. But they are kind of touching the valence there. We'll see what happens. I mean, if it melts it, it melts it. Oh well. But it's on there. The reason I went with this is because I wanted a 3 inch system. So let's see if I can get you underneath. And as you can see, hopefully, let's see if I can shed some light. But it is a full 3 inch catback. So it connects to the factory pipes up front, which I will take you up there in just a second. And here you can see where it connects to the factory pipes up front. Now these will be going away also. I do have some long tube headers for it, but I'm not putting those on right now because I will wait on those until we do the transmission. So it doesn't make sense to do it. I really shouldn't have done this right now, but I was kind of excited to get it on there because I want to hear what it sounds like, and I did want to make sure it fit. But the fitment was a major concern because it's for an 18 and up and not for 15 to 17. So I wanted to get it on the car, and it fits. It's going to take some tweaking, which I kind of figured that. I did do a little bit. I did have to cut some off the passenger side, off the pipe, and I'll show you that. I did have to cut a couple pieces off there to get it to fit, or actually to bring it in closer towards the center of the car. It was like way towards the outside, so I'm kind of thinking the 18 and up valence is maybe the openings for the exhaust. Maybe it's at a wider location. I'm not sure, but it's on there, and I really think this is going to improve the flow. Once we get the supercharger on, you know, it's going to need to flow as much as possible. And like I said, I've got long tube headers here for it, but I don't want to put those on yet because I'm going to basically do the long tubes, the motor mounts, the transmission clutch. All of that is going to happen at one time. But like I said, I did want to get the cat back on there. The headers I know will fit because the headers are for 15 to 17. Or actually, I think they fit 15 on up. So the headers are not too big of a deal. The pipes that go from the headers to the cat back, they're the same all the way up. So the major concern was the cat back. So I did want to get that on and see if it would fit. So it's on there. It fits. I don't have a cold start from the old exhaust. I may add one in right before the cold start for this new exhaust, but I got to get it off the stands and back on the ground, and I'll get you guys a cold start, a true cold start, because the car hadn't been started in a couple days. So let's see what it sounds like. So there it is, the Pypes X-Bomb cat back for 18 and up Mustang on Project Stepchild 2016 Mustang GT. It sounds awesome, and man, if you have like a home stereo or some really killer earbuds or something, or headphones, man, go back and listen to this with that, because I don't think the video, like on a cell phone or just on a PC, I don't think it's going to do it justice. This thing is really deep, and I'm really glad for that, because The S550s are notorious for rasp, exhaust, raspiness. But man, this really toned it down, even though it's got an X pipe. So that is awesome, man. It sounds so good. It's unbelievable. This is what I wanted. I was looking at the AWE system. It's pretty much the same setup. You've got a bullet style muffler, you know, full 3-inch all the way to quad tips, but for like double the price. So, you know, I'm glad I went with pipes. You know, there were a couple little fitment issues, but again, this is a 16 and not an 18 and up. So, you know, I can't really complain about that. But one thing I know for sure is I did save some weight too. Now I didn't weigh each piece, you know, or anything like that, because the pipe system is several pieces. It would be tough to, you know, weigh each individual thing and all that stuff. But I know I saved weight because it is a lot lighter, even though it's a 3-inch system. I know I saved weight because these Roush mufflers, they are not light. They're pretty healthy. So we did save weight. It's full 3-inch. It tones down the rasp. It sounds awesome. So it's a win-win-win situation, and I'm happy now. I was kind of frustrated, and like I said, you know, I do apologize for not taking you guys along for the install ride, so to speak. But man, it was kind of frustrating. Anyway, the install's done, and I got to show you the final product. You know, it's just kind of basic stuff, unbolting exhaust and pulling it down. The exhaust is on there, and like I said, I couldn't be more happy. It sounds awesome. And if any of you guys are local, which I know a couple of you are, you really need to hear this thing. I mean, it sounds so good. I can't wait to drive it and hear what it sounds like on the road. It's going to be awesome. And hopefully sometime this month, which is December now, hopefully sometime this month, I'll be able to get it to the muffler shop or exhaust shop and, you know, get it tweaked and get it straightened out to where it fits to my liking. And maybe I'll find some different tips or something. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really want to go crazy because, you know, it's already on there. It's full exhaust. I do like the tips are just huge, so they fit a little different. If I can get it tweaked and it fit better, I'll be happy and I'll run these tips. But that's it, man. It's on and sounds killer. And I hope you guys agree. If not, I like it anyway. But anyway, I hope you like this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, because we've got a ton more coming for this car. We're getting there. Like I said on the Nova before, like I've said, like every video, we're making progress. We're slowly getting there, one step at a time. But man, it's gonna be on come spring, and we'll see you on the next one.